James S. Brady Press Briefing Room 12, 29 p.m. EDTMS. Psaki, hey. Hi, everyone. We were a little early today. I apologize for that. Okay, so good afternoon and happy Jobs Day. Today I'm honored to have Secretary of the Treasury Janet Yellen join me here. Secretary Yellen has almost 50 years of experience in academia and public service. She's the first person in history to have led the White House Council of Economic Advisers, the Federal Reserve, and the Treasury Department. Her scholarship has focused on a range of issues pertaining to labor and macroeconomics. And her work on efficiency wages with her husband, George Akerlof, showed that firms that offer better pay and working conditions tend to be rewarded with higher morale, reduced turnover, and greater productivity. In 1994, President Bill Clinton appointed Dr. Yellen to the Federal Reserve Board of Governors. 3 years later, he named her chair of the White House Council of Economic Advisers. In 2004, Secretary Yellen began her third tenure at the Federal Reserve, this time as president of the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco. From that post, she spotted a worrying economic trend: a bubble in home values, a bubble in home values. When the housing bubble popped in 2008, Secretary Yellen helped manage the resulting financial crisis and recession. And in 2010, President Obama appointed her vice chair of the Federal Reserve before nominating her to succeed Fed Chair Ben Bernanke as the nation's top central banker. She can take a couple of questions. As always, I will be the bad cop. And again, thank you, Secretary Yellen, for joining us. Secretary Yellen, thank you, Jen. And hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to join you this morning. I'll be pleased to take your questions, but first I thought I'd spend a few minutes on the state of our labor market. When our administration took office, our economy was in a state of crisis. Our most pressing concern was providing a lifeline for Americans suffering under the weight of the pandemic. Our solution was the American Rescue Plan, which the President signed back in March. It was designed to provide enough relief for Americans to make it to the other side of the pandemic with the foundations of their lives intact, providing nutrition for hungry families, rental assistance for those at risk of eviction, and a lifeline for businesses on the brink. We knew it would be a long road back to recovery. That's why the legislation provided lasting support rather than just a few months of relief. We knew this would not be a 100-day battle. And today's jobs report underscores the long-haul climb back to recovery. But let me be clear, the 266,000 jobs added in April represent continued progress. We've added an average of over 500,000 jobs during the past 3 months. And we saw a promising growth of 331,000 jobs in leisure and hospitality, which includes the restaurants and bars that have been so badly battered by this pandemic.